An individual's personality isn't determined by one single factor. Instead, it's the result of a combination of multiple complex and interlinked aspects of their existence. These aspects or factors are called the determinants of a person's personality. Different experts have classified psychological determinants differently into a wide variety of categories, but for the purpose of understanding, we'll stick to 4 broad categories. Today, we're going to take a look at what these factors are and how they come together to shape a person. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss anything. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1, biological determinants. Biological determinants, as their name suggests, include all the factors that contribute to a person's psyche and are biological in nature. These are further divided into A. Hereditary factors. These include all the factors which are passed on to a person at conception, such as their physical appearance, energy level, and temperament. Basically, their genetic structure. This approach to personality development considers an individual's personality the result of their molecular and genetic composition. It's backed by a lot of experts since it's widely accepted that physical appearance, a result of genetics, is a big contributor to how a person is treated and therefore what their personality is like. According to Paul H. Musson, a child's physical characteristics may be related to his approach to the social environment, to the expectancies of others, and to their reactions to him. These, in turn, may have impacts on personality development. B. The brain. The brain is the single biggest biological contributor to one's personality, and electrical stimulation has proved time and time again how even a small change in the electrochemical activity of the brain can affect a person's mood and, as a result, their personality. The brain is also home to a bunch of different hormones that affect a person's behavior, making it an undeniably major factor in personality determination. Different arrangements of neurons and neurotransmitters mean different memories, and therefore different emotional responses to different situations. This multifaceted way of affecting personality makes the brain just that much important when it comes to shaping a person. Number 2. Family and social factors. Family has a significant impact on personality development. The early environment provided to a person at home is what teaches them how to react to different social situations. If a person was given a positive environment, one that was conducive to their mental and emotional growth, then they're going to grow up to be an emotionally mature person. Whereas a lack of a background that supports emotional and mental growth means the person is going to grow up and lack in these areas. Similarly, children that are brought up in homes that did not cater to their emotional needs are much more likely to be socially and emotionally maladjusted than children who were brought up in homes where these needs were addressed and taken care of. Family also plays a role in self-discovery, an important stage during the early days of a person's development. The way a person sees themselves depends on the reactions of their parents. A child copies these reactions, and therefore, it is actually the parents who program their emotional responses to situations. For example, if the child grows up in a home where they see educational success to be an important factor used in judging a person, their own educational success is going to be a factor they use to judge their self-worth. Why? Because that's what they were indirectly taught. They observed their environment and copied the behaviors they saw. These behaviors were then continuously reinforced by their parents or other authority figures, and so they became a permanent part of their personality. The various aspects of a person's family that go on to affect their personality are A. Family size. A large family increases the chances of a child being ignored by their parents, and as a result, developing personality traits generally considered to be negative. These may include anger issues, abandonment issues, and even mental health problems like depression and anxiety. B. Race. Differences arise from historical socioeconomic factors that are influenced by race. Different races also sometimes have cultural differences that result in children being brought up in different ways. C. Religion. Religion might just be the biggest social contributor to a person's personality. Your religion teaches and reinforces the standard you use to judge yourself and others. The way you judge yourself is what determines your self-worth, and the way you judge others determines your emotional response to their actions. Both of these actions have major effects on your personality. D. Parents' educational level. Parents that received a high level of formal education are more likely to be better off financially. They are also more likely to have gone through the same stuff that their children will if they decide to pursue the same level of education. Since education takes up a good deal of a person's life, being able to understand the struggles associated with it is a great way parents and children can connect with each other. Socioeconomic status. Being well off means you can focus on your emotional and mental development way more than what you would have been able to if you were struggling financially. Your economic status also determines your social class and who you get to interact with. The part of society you interact with is the one you're going to empathize with, and as a result, your personality is going to have marked characteristics from that social group. Number 3, cultural factors. Culture is a unique system of beliefs, norms, codes of conduct, and perceptions that affect an individual's personality. According to Hobel, culture is the sum total of learned behavior traits which are manifested and shared by the members of the society. Culture varies from place to place and from social class to social class. Different geographical locations have different cultures and as a result marked differences in the ways the people that follow those cultures react to the same social situations. Being born into a specific culture exposes you to certain beliefs, perceptions, and biases. You make conscious social decisions based on those very factors, and that is what ends up shaping your personality. Your culture also determines your social circle, since you're more likely to be friends with like-minded people as compared to people that have a widely different approach to dealing with things. A person's social class is, as we already mentioned, a big factor in determining their personality. So we can say that culture is an important determinant of personality too, since it affects that and more. Number 4, situational factors. Your personality is shaped by the choices you make and the situations that taught you to make those choices. Every day, different people have to handle different situations and bring forth specific aspects of their personalities to deal with those situations. The same aspect of an individual's personality being brought forward again and again makes that part of them more profound. Learned behavior shapes their personality, and the situations they have to go through daily are a big part of that entire process. Situations that encourage a person to behave in a certain way, when repeated enough times, end up permanently shaping that person's personality in a specific way. Similarly, for negative situations, the same process happens. Your situations affect your personality and shape who you are as a person. And if you liked this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and we will personally reply to your comment.